after that is completed, I can't wait to spend quality time with my 3-year-old daughter. Actually, this COVID-19 pandemic has actually benefited me in many ways, as I'm able to use the medium of the internet through Zoom so that I can zoom in on my classes, etc. It has actually been a blessing in disguise for me. And generally for women out there, a woman never stops dreaming. When you're a woman, a sister, a friend, your dream could never die.
I believe dreams are exactly what they are. They are desires. So I won't say that COVID-19 prevented me from accomplishing anything. I would say what it did, it allowed me to be more innovative in my approach and my journey to being a leader and accomplishing my dreams. It allowed me to sit back, think, and reschedule in my mind how I'm going to be this better person, this stronger leader, and this person that is going to bring wonderful change, not only to our trade union, but to our membership at large.
The COVID pandemic created opportunities to realize some of my plans. Dreams are thoughts in one's mind without action, and I try to work on taking action to make my aspirations a reality. I don't dream, but plan and execute.
Oh yes, Girls Today it's much easier, even though we haven't reached where we're supposed to be as it. It's much easier for us to accomplish our dreams. And once for the women yesterday, we have been involved in vocations that may have been deemed as a male-dominated area before. Women, millennials especially, we are breaking those barriers. We are becoming educated. We are going after leadership positions, things that were not given to us before. We are breaking these stereotypes, and that's excellent. We are not where we're supposed to be, as I would have mentioned before, but I believe that we're getting there.
Girls today have far more knowledge and a lot of access to educational programs, making it easy for them than the girls of yesteryear. The glass ceiling is slowly being dismantled.
Because we have legislation and policies in place that may have been put in place to protect women to an extent, it may be a bit easier, but I think girls today still have to fight just as girls of yesterday or women of yesterday had to fight to make their mark on the world, to find their place in this world. I think we still have to fight.
Of course, that would definitely be my mother. My mother has been a pillar of strength, not only for me, but for her entire family. Looking at my mother, I never knew what it meant to limit yourself because you are a female. As a result of that, I'm now an adult. I'm in the workplace. I am part of a bigger solution, a bigger movement, and I am very confident as a female that I can do anything that I put my mind to, and that I'm not going to be limited by myself or anyone because I am a female.
First and foremost, my mother, she's one of the strongest, most loving, kind, and giving women that I know. I mean, she raised 6 children, and she never thought of giving up. In her dictionary, there's no word like can't.
My inspiration in life would have come from the valuable lessons that was taught to me by my grandmother. I grew up in a home thinking that my mother was my sister. Because of that strong family bond and love, I thought everybody was my brother and my sister, and my grandmother was my mother. And, we grew up thinking that we are rich because we were never hungry. We had clothes. We were always laughing. It was a fun moment. There was never a dull moment at our house. And as I grew, I realized that we weren't rich as, people would perceive rich to be, which is material things. We were rich in family. We were rich in love. We were rich in happiness, while others glorified material things. I glorify the teachings, the upbringing, the humbleness, humility, gratitude. All these things were taught to me through life lessons from her, because I may not have understood why things were done the way they were. But now as I'm older and I look back at life, I realize the lessons.
Oh, my mother, she may be considered even bullfree. She goes after whatever she wants, she makes sure that she gets that, while maintaining integrity and morality, and that is exactly who I want to be. I'm also inspired by Michelle Obama though. Her poise, her character, her willingness to change wherever she was, make sure that it's better when she leaves, and that is exactly what I want to follow after. I want to make sure, I want to live by that mantra, that wherever I am when I leave, it's better than I met it.
There are a number of strong, self-taught and focused women in my life. However, my mother, as with many, was my first example of the woman I wanted to be. Unfortunately, that has not changed.
Mom inspires me. I've seen her growth as a woman without big titles. I've seen her faced with challenges. I've seen her overcome, and it's definitely an inspiration for me.
I would say the ability to go around the table and negotiate and bargain on behalf of workers. NUGFW is comprised of both male and females, and when you look at the composition of females representing on management side, NUGFW percentage is much higher. We don't only represent females, but we represent our male comrades, and NUGFW sees that a very important role to ensure that women are part of the conversation as it relates to making a difference.
My tenure, I think I've seen NUGFW in particular as an organization open up the playing field where women literally can aspire to and accomplish holding office at the highest level in this organization, having a say as far as decision making is concerned. We're there. As a member of staff, especially in the field of industrial relations, which would have been in the past male dominated, as a woman, it's now, I can safely say that I am promoted based on performance, based on my ability to get the job done, and that is something that I have witnessed whilst I'm here. Something that happened before my time that I always remember is that NUGFW was able to negotiate equal pay for male and female laborers in the public sector daily rated. In the past, that wasn't so. Male and female laborers got different rates of pay, and NUGFW was able to bring equity in that area, which is a landmark achievement.
So under the esteemed leadership of Mr. James Lambert, I would have seen a lot of shift from what would have been historically accepted. Women now have the opportunity to become for women. That was not accepted in the past. He would have also allowed women to, or men to have paternity leave where they could assist women now when taking care of babies. You know, traditionally we have women as caretakers and we believe that maternity leave was enough, but now we have men to assist women in this during this period. Secondly, one of the greatest things I think would have been considered is that women are allowed in making decision making at a national level. So our executive is a mixed one where women are allowed to have a voice, and this is exceptional. You know, this is something that in the shift that is necessary to have women voice heard on a national platform. So the National Union of Governments and Federated Workers would have been able to accommodate this, and I think we are heading in the right direction.
Within the trade union movement, the men have been the greatest hindrance to the progress of women. Just look at our leaders in the various unions in this country. Nothing has changed with regards to gender bias. Yet we tell ourselves change is going to come. Madness is defined as doing the same things repeatedly and expecting a different result. I think we should ask ourselves, when would women have a meaningful say within the trade union movement?